Well, if you think about it, if he looks at the classroom, it hasn't really changed in the past 100 years. Desks in rows, teacher at the front, lessons broken up into subjects throughout the day, long school days. Why, even the subjects are the same. We have history, geography, science, maths and English. In my school, because we live in a village, all the years are taught in the same classroom. Miss just gives us different lessons and sometimes works with us on our own if we need the help.
Sounds just like 2008. But I guess the subjects must have changed a lot.
You bet. You can access more information in a single day than I could in a whole lifetime. We don't learn on computers and such. We don't even have television. We learn about the world through books and newspapers.
So, what happened when you left school?
Some of my classmates left at 11 because they were needed to work on the family farms. Some, like me, stayed until they were 14 to get ready for work.
Hang on, you mean you left school at 14? No sixth form or college or university?
You think I'm made of money? You had to be really rich to afford continuing your studies privately. Or really smart, like my mate Duncan. He's got a scholarship to go on to college. He wants to be a teacher. Me, I'm really lucky. Start my new job today at this station. Here comes the station master now. I'd better go.
Welcome, Ebenezer. Our new station pulled up. Let me show you around. This office here is my office. And if you work hard enough, then one day it will be yours too. But don't expect to step into my shoes just yet. I have another 20 years here before you can even think about sitting at my desk. My job as a station master has a lot of duties, and you're going to have to shadow me closely to follow the train. It's all about keeping the trains running to time and the passengers happy.
Yes, Mr. Dickens.
Now, I remember when I was 11 years old and I had just left school. I had all these dreams of how I wanted to become an engine driver and travel the county. I served my apprenticeship working on the engines for 10 years, and now we moved up into management. You were lucky you stayed in school till you were 14, so you'll never have to get your hands dirty out on them engines. No, you'll get your hands dirty in here for the rest of your working life. And believe me, when the winter comes, you'll be right glad of it. So, let's roll up your sleeves and let's start teaching you your work for the next 40 years.
Yes, Mr. Dickens.
Now, I'd like to introduce you to your colleague, young Marley. Marley, Jacob Marley, put down those chains. They're filthy.
So I guess our friend here has a job for life and his life mapped out for the next 40 years.
Yeah, something we don't have.
What do you mean?
Well, it's expected that by the time we are 40, we would have been in 10 to 15 jobs and been in any one of those jobs for less than 3 years. That's why what we learn now is really important for us in the future, to help us build skills we can use in all types of jobs and manage our careers better.
But we still need to learn about different subjects and things like that. I mean, those are important too.
Of course, we need to understand the world around us to help us develop into responsible citizens. We are the workforce of tomorrow.
Why do I feel like there's a song coming on? Something like, "Our children are the future," or "We are the world," a warm, fuzzy moment.
Okay, before you completely lose it on me, let's go back to the future and see what life is like for a 14-year-old in 2013.
Adam! Adam, just got a text from your connections PA.
reminding you you've got a progression interview at 10 a.m. today at school. What are you doing playing that game? Isn't your coursework due?
Hello? Hello? Mrs. Jones?
Oh, hello Mrs. Jenkins. Oh, I didn't realise we were connected to the virtual learning platform.
We were on a field trip. We were just test driving that gear for Adam's engineering project.
It seems to be holding under the pressure. I think I'm ready to submit this now, miss. Can you tell me when you've got it?
It's just coming in now. Have you filed it into your e-portfolio for final assessment?
I'm doing that now. All done.
Excellent. I'll see you later today at college then for your seminar on applied maths. Have a good day, Mrs. Jones.
Oh, you too. Oh, you could have told me we were connected to virtual school. Would have at least got dressed and put on some lippy.
I'm off. Bye, Mum.
Bye.
So, that's what life will look like in about 5 years' time, give or take a year. And yet, there is still piles of dirty clothes on the floor. It's gross.
So, are you saying that in 2013 there's not going to be any schools and that we'll all learn from home?
Sort of. What this is showing us is that we will learn at school, college, work or home, depending on what we want to learn and how. Not 24/7, but we will be able to access learning from different places.
Wow, there's so many places to learn. Show me more.
You know, it's not just about places either.
How do you mean?
Well, the pathways our learning takes us changes as well.
Pathways? What pathways? Are we on some sort of road trip? A virtual Thelma and Louise?
Well, sort of. All learning is a journey from when we are born to when we die. As the saying goes, we'll learn something new every day. Well, in 2013 there'll be different pathways to travel.
Sounds just like in 2008. Our pathway is through GCSEs, A-levels, university and work. Simple, straightforward pathway to success.
Sounds more like a single cart track.
Oh ha ha.
In 2013, it's more like a 3-lane highway. The 3 lanes being the traditional diploma, GCSE and A-level route, the diploma route and the apprenticeship route.
So I guess we're back to the future again with apprenticeships, like in 1908.
Well, I think apprenticeships have moved on a little since then. So why don't we go and ask some new apprentices?
Okay.
Cool, you ready?
Yep. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Yeah, now who doesn't get out much?